Let us see the problem of orthographic projection. Whatever you are observing in this one, this is the problem of orthographic projection. We have to draw front view here, top view here, and left hand side view here. First of all, we will observe this arrow. This is X, and this arrow shows the front view. This will show the left hand side view, and from this side we will draw the top view. First of all, we will see from point O towards right side 120 millimeter distance is given, and from this O point 120 millimeter distance we have to take. First of all, what I have done? First of all, I have marked XY line. This is X and this is Y, and X1 Y1 line. First of all, we will draw the X line, X1 XY line and X1 Y1 line. This is XY line and this is X1 Y1 line. And then I have taken 10 millimeter distance here to the right and 10 millimeter distance to the left, and I have drawn the faint vertical line, and then here vertical line. Then I have made 45-degree angle here, and I have drawn one line to transfer the projections from top view to the left hand side view. Okay. First of all, we will see that from O point 120 millimeter distance is to be, we have to take the 120 millimeter distance, and then again this height is how much? This height is 20, which is given here. This height is 20, which is given. First of all, we will draw the line of 120. This line 120 and this vertical distance is 20. First of all, we will draw the line in the front view. 120 millimeter distance is there, horizontal line. This distance is 120. Vertical distance is how much? It is 20. Again, see here, this is 120 distance is there. Then this is horizontal distance is how much? 15. Hence we will take from this point 15 millimeter distance towards the right side, and we will also take this distance, that is the 10 millimeter distance here. Then 15 millimeter distance towards the right side, and again we will draw the vertical line here. This distance is 35 millimeter, means from this point 35 millimeter in the upward direction. I will take 35 millimeter distance here. Then this is 25 millimeter. From this point to this point 25 millimeter. From this point towards the right side I will take 25 millimeter distance. I will take 25 millimeter distance. Then again I will mention the vertical line, and from this point towards the upward direction there is a 10 millimeter distance. From this point we will take the 10 millimeter distance. We will take the 10 millimeter distance in the front view. We are observing the front view from this side. This is the cutting plane. AA. This portion is removed, and we are observing the front view from this side. Again, what we are observing, this distance is how much? It is 20. Hence we will take 20 millimeter distance from this point towards left side. 20 millimeter distance. 20 millimeter distance. From this point 60 millimeter distance is there, that is the center line. I will take the center line from this point towards upward direction. I will take the dimension 60 millimeter, then I will draw the center line here. Okay, and from this center line we are observing that phi is 30. Phi is 30 means 15 millimeter below, 15 millimeter above. 15 millimeter below and 15 millimeter above. Here I will draw the dotted line. Here I will draw the dotted line. Then I will draw the continuous line. This one is the continuous line. Okay. From this point 15 millimeter below. From this point we will take the distance 15 millimeter below. 15 millimeter below we will take the continuous line. First of all, I will mention the dimension so that there will be less confusion will be there. Otherwise, students will get confused. This dimension is 120. This dimension is 120. This is 120 dimension. Then from this point to this point it is 10. This dimension is, I will mention the point here, this dimension is 10. Then this dimension is how much? From this point to this point it is 20. This dimension is 20. Okay. Then from this point to this point, the dimension is 15. Here dimension is 15. The height is 35. This point to this height is 35. From this point towards the right side, it is 25. It is 25. Then from this point, the distance up to the center line is 60. Hence I will mark the 60 distance or the dimension. First of all, from this point to this point, this is 60. Then we will see the top view. In the top view, from this direction we are observing the object. First of all, I will take the dimension. This is how much? It is 80. This distance is 80. First of all, I will mark the outer line in the top view. That is with the help of continuous line. This will be the continuous line. this will be the continuous line, and this will be the continuous line. Then I will take the projection from the front view, this one projection, this one, and this one. Then I will take the center point of this 80, that is 40. This will be the center line, center point, or the center line is there. This will be the center line. This is sectional plane A and A. This is sectional plane A. In the top view, what we have to do? This distance is 15. This distance is 15. Means this distance is 15. I will draw the continuous line here from this point to this point. This point to this point, continuous line is there. And again, this line is also continuous line. Means this line is continuous line. I will mark the continuous line first. This one is the continuous line. This one is the continuous line. Okay. And from the center point, from this center point towards the left and towards the right, there is 20 millimeter distance is there, and whatever we are observing from the top view, it is not visible. It is not visible. 20 millimeter distance is there. Yes, this is dotted line up to this portion, and then it is again continuous line, and again dotted line. Then again 20 millimeter distance is there. This is dotted line, continuous line. Then again it is a dotted line. See how I have taken this portion from this center point. This distance is 40, 20 millimeters here, 20 millimeter here. Then I have drawn the slot, that is the hidden line is there, or dotted line is there, and again this portion is there, which is continuous line. This portion is there, this is continuous line, and throughout this there is a dotted line is there. Okay. Then what is remaining? The remaining portion is here. Here the circle is there. Phi is equal to 30. Means 15 millimeter to the left, 15 millimeters to the right. Means from this center point, 15 millimeter towards this one, and 15 millimeter. This is the dotted line, which is not visible in the top view. In the top view, this circle is not visible. Okay. Then the outer portion or the semicircle is there. The semicircle is R30. R30 means from the center point we have to take 30 millimeter distance here and 30 millimeter distance here, and that will be the continuous line. That will be the continuous line. Okay. Now I will mention the dimension. This dimension is how much? This dimension, this is this one dimension. This dimension is how much? It is 20. This dimension is 20. This dimension is 20. Then this dimension, which dimension? This one. From this point to this point, means from this point to this point, this point to this point, the dimension is 15. Dimension is 15. And this dimension is how much? It is 80. I want to show that from this point to this point the dimension is 80. Means from this point to this point the dimension is 80 in the top view. I will mention the dimension first so that there will not be any confusion. This is 80 millimeter. Okay. Then I will transfer the projection from top view and from the front view. First of all, I will try to transfer the projections from the front view. This one is the projection for 10, then for 20, then for this portion, then this portion. Again I will mention the center line. First of all, I will mention the center line. This is the center line. Then again, this is the projection. And this one is the projection for the circle. I have taken the projection from the front view. Then in the front view, I have taken the projection from the front view. Then we will take the projection from the top view. First of all, I have taken an angle 45 degree here. Then I will transfer this projection to this line, this projection to this line, and again towards upward direction. First of all, I will mark the projection, this projection, then again this projection. For a better understanding, I will try to show the arrow. This is the direction. First of all, I will mention the center line. I will mention the center line, this line. This will be the center line. Okay. First of all, we will complete the left hand side view. This distance is how much? 20. This point to this point distance is 20. Hence, first of all, I will mark the vertical line here, 20. Okay. Then I will mark this line. Then this is the from the left hand side view. This will be the continuous line. This will be the continuous line. This will be the continuous line. Then I will transfer this line, again this line. I will transfer the line, this line, this line. Okay. This one is this portion, means this slot and this slot, 20 millimeter, 20 millimeter, 20 and 20, and I will take the distance, this 10 distance. I will mark the slot here. I will mark the slot. This slot is there. I will mention the dimension so that it will be easy to understand. Hmm? This distance is how much? This distance is how much? Now we will see that this distance is this one, that is 10 millimeter. Okay, from this point 20, from this point 20, means this total distance is 40 millimeter. This is just for understanding purpose. Then this distance or this distance is how much? It is 20. Hence I will mark this distance as 20. This height is 20. I have already marked the dimension in the front view. From this point, means from this point the height is 35. From this point the height is 35. Hence I will mark the 35 distance. I will mark the 35 distance dimension. This dimension. Then again this dimension. This is the left hand side view. Then from this point to this point the distance is how much? It is 25. This distance. 35 distance is there. We are observing the left hand side view. This distance is how much? This is 20. This distance is how much? 20. Hence I will mark the 20 millimeter distance towards the right side. This distance is 20. From this side also this distance is 20. Then I will take the projection from the front view and I will mark the line. This is the line, this one is the line, and I will join this portion. From the left hand side view we have drawn this one, this one, this one and this one. Now in the left hand side view this is visible. This portion is visible. Semicircle is there and circle is there. First of all I will take the dimension from the top view. This dotted line, then this continuous line towards the left hand side view. This will be the dotted line which I have to take in the left hand side view. Then this dotted line again in the left hand side view, and the portion, that is this projection line and this projection line, this one again, this projection line, this projection line, this projection line, this projection line. From the center point we will mark the center line first. From this center line I will draw the circle. Circle is having a dimension phi is equal to 30. Phi is equal to 30. That is dimension is radius is 15. Radius is 15. This one is the radius and the dimension is this one, and radius is 30 for the semicircle. Radius is 30. This is the dimension. Semicircle is there. This one. Sorry for the mistake. Now I have drawn the semicircle, and then I will take the projection. I will take the projection in the downward direction. This will be the dotted line. This will be the continuous line, and this will be the dotted line. Now I will mention the dimension. This is phi is equal to how much? Phi is equal to 30, and this dimension I is equal to r is equal to 30. This one is the cutting plane, that is A. This one is the center line. This is the center line, and this one is the cutting plane. This one is the cutting plane, or this one is the cutting plane in the top view. This is top view. This is front view. Okay, this is top view, this is front view, and this is left hand side view. Left hand side view. Then I will mention the dimension. This dimension is 20. Means this dimension is 20 taken from front view. Then this dimension is 35. This dimension is this dimension is 20, and then this dimension is 40. This dimension is 40. Again, this dimension is 20. I hope that all of you have understood this problem. We have to mention the hatching line also. Where we have to provide the hatching line? Hatching line will be this portion, because this portion is removed. This is the cutting plane. In the cutting plane we have removed the half portion. Means from this side we have removed this portion, and the hatching line will be there. How to mention the hatching line? First of all, I will take the 45-degree angle. I will mention this one. This is the center point. This is the center point. Then this is 45-degree, and I will mention the hatching line first. 45-degree. This is hatching line, and mention the hatching line at a proper distance. Now I have taken this angle as 45-degree. The hatching line should be at 45-degree. Hatching line means, or section line. I will mention the section line here with the help of drafter and with the help of pencil. The distance should be proper in between the two lines. I will mention the sectional view. This one is the hatching line. This one is the hatching line. At a proper distance, the line should be at the proper distance. These are the hatching lines. These are the hatching lines, or it is also called as the sectional line. Hatching line should be at a proper distance. Then again, this portion is also hatching line or the sectional line. This one is the sectional line, or it is called as hatching line. Now see that this is the front view, this is the top view, and this is the left hand side view. If you have any question, you can send me an email. Thank you very much.